Hello everyone, and welcome to the Bible Vault. I'm thrilled to have you here with me today as we embark on a journey through the incredible stories and teachings found within the pages of the Bible. I've always been fascinated by the power and wisdom contained in the scriptures, and I created this channel to share that fascination with all of you. Whether you're a devout believer, a curious skeptic, or simply someone looking for inspiration and guidance, I believe that the stories of the Bible have something valuable to offer each and every one of us.
The Black Jesus in the Book of Enoch. In a mysterious and theological intriguing world, there are certain old books that have been disputed and banned. One such book is the Book of Enoch. This sacred text is said to have been written by the prophet Enoch in the distant past. We will go into the fascinating history of the Book of Enoch's ban and examine the theory that it reveals Jesus to have African ancestry. Allow me to take this occasion to invite you all to an illuminating examination of the Book of Enoch as we explore the controversial claim that this banned book makes about the ethnicity of Jesus. Please help me understand this passage by helping me to deduce its historical and theological significance. The Book of Enoch, also called just Enoch, is a compilation of Jewish texts from long before Christianity came into being. This book offers a new perspective on religion, cosmology, and human nature. Regardless, the book was omitted from the Bible's canon despite its immense historical importance. The claim that Jesus is of African descent as stated in the Book of Enoch has sparked a heated debate on his ancestry. Contrarily, instead of becoming entangled in the argument, one must approach this subject with wisdom and judgment, seeking the truth and comprehending it. Would you want me to tell you more about what's going on? The controversial Book of Enoch was eventually removed from the Bible canon due to a complex chain of events triggered by several factors. This situation arose in part because it was omitted from the Hebrew Bible, the text upon which the Old Testament was based. In addition, several religious leaders saw the book's theological beliefs as unorthodox, and they expressed concerns about the book's authenticity. Although these factors certainly contributed to the book's rejection, many argue that the finding that Jesus was depicted as having African ancestry was an additional critical cause for its erasure. Many different cultures and time periods have contributed their own unique depictions of Jesus Christ. The general public views him as a white guy with typical European features. In contrast, the Book of Enoch provides proof that Jesus was really of African descent. According to those who hold this view, a major figure in Jewish and Christian eschatology, the Book of Enoch describes Enoch's visions of the Son of Man. These chapters recount the appearances of this figure, and in all of these depictions, the Son of Man is stressed as being magnificent, brilliant, and having a just judgment. The Book of Enoch describes the Son of Man in detail, and in many passages, he is described as having black hair and complexion. To some, these depictions seem to be spot-on depictions of typical African features. The traditional depictions of Jesus are challenged in this text. In the text of Enoch, a celestial figure appears in the vision, and its features are more in line with the phenotypic traits of African Americans. Considering the historical and geographical circumstances of Jesus' life, it is probable that he had physical traits that reflected his Middle Eastern and African heritage. The idea that Jesus' ethnicity may be definitively proven by looking at the Book of Enoch is a controversial one because they are open to many readings. The passages in question should not be taken as a definitive portrayal of Jesus' race, even if it is vital to study the numerous ways in which religious writings could be understood. Remembering that the teachings of Jesus cut across all ethnic lines is crucial. Love, compassion, and the universality of humankind are central to his teachings. Another subject that has been and will be the subject of much scholarly inquiry and study is the controversy about Jesus' ethnicity and the role of the Book of Enoch in clarifying this matter. The understanding and application of this matter may be impacted by the insights provided by three scriptures: John chapter 7 verse 4, Acts chapter 10 verse 34-35, and Galatians chapter 3 verse 28. In John chapter 7 verse 4, Jesus tells us not to be fools by superficial criteria but to use good discernment. That we shouldn't jump to conclusions about Jesus' looks based on outward appearances should be a lesson to us. As we go on to Acts chapter 10 verse 34-35, we may see a pivotal event when the Jewish apostle Peter meets the devout Gentile Cornelius. The truth that God's embrace knows no boundaries of race or culture is something that Peter realizes. Even while it is vital to study the many different ways in which religious books may be read, the idea that the Book of Enoch provides solid evidence of Jesus' ethnicity is a problematic one. This is because the Book of Enoch contains a substantial amount of information. As a result of the fact that they are open to a number of different readings, the writings in question are not intended to be taken as a definitive picture of the race of Jesus. For this reason, it is of the highest significance to bear in mind that the teachings of Jesus are universal and do not discriminate based on race. In his teachings, he places a strong emphasis on the ideas of love, compassion, and the oneness that exists among all individuals. The controversy that surrounds the ethnicity of Jesus and the role that the Book of Enoch plays in giving light on this problem is yet another topic that continues to be the center of scholarly inquiry and investigation. 3 passages from the Bible: John chapter 7 verse 4, Acts chapter 10 verse 34-35, and Galatians chapter 3 verse 28 offer us valuable insights that have the potential to impact not just our understanding of this matter but also how we put it into practice. In John chapter 7 verse 4, Jesus gives us the instruction to not judge based merely on appearances but rather to exercise judgment that is suitable regardless of the circumstances. This ought to serve as a caution to us to avoid drawing hasty judgments about the physical appearance of Jesus based only on the data that are shown to us from the outside. Moving on to Acts chapter 10 verse 34-35, we are able to see a monumental incident when Peter, an apostle of the Jewish religion, comes into touch with Cornelius, a committed Gentile. This encounter is a significant and momentous event. After some reflection, Peter comes to the conclusion that the acceptance of God is not constrained by the boundaries of culture or ethnicity. He asserts that God is prepared to accept everyone who reveres God and behaves in a way that is worthy of his favor, regardless of their circumstances. Not only does this chapter remind us that the message that Jesus preached is for all people regardless of their ethnic history, but it also encourages us to embrace the inclusion of God's love and acceptance. That there is no distinction between Jews and Greeks, slaves and free people, or males and females is a statement made by the author of Galatians chapter 3 verse 28. This passage emphasizes the unity that may be found in Christ as a potential destination. We are urged in this section to see beyond the inequalities that exist across society and to accept that our identity in Christ brings us together as one body. This passage is about looking past the divisions that exist. When we are assessing the charges that have been made about the ethnicity of Jesus, it is essential to bear in mind that our focus should be oriented toward the unity and love that Christ gives rather than any apparent discrepancies in his physical appearance. The very first verse is found in John chapter 7 verse 4, which states, "Do not judge by appearances but judge with right judgment." Jesus addresses the congregation that was gathered at the Feast of Tabernacles on the occasion of the festival. In this text, Jesus encourages them to use discernment that is built on truth and fairness rather than making superficial judgments and to go deeper than their current level of judgment. It instills in us the importance of accepting diversity and rejecting prejudice that we have been taught. In regard to the claims that have been made about the ethnicity of Jesus, it is vital to approach the topic with an open mind, seeking truth and understanding rather than reaching hasty choices concerning the matter. The second verse of Acts chapter 10 verse 34-35 is as follows. "So Peter opened his mouth and said, 'Truly I understand that God shows no partiality, but in every nation anyone who fears him and does what is right is acceptable to him.'" Peter the apostle had a conversation with Cornelius, a devoted Gentile, and he made these words throughout their meeting. One of the most significant moments in Peter's life is when he comes to the realization that the love and acceptance of God are not limited to any one race or set of circumstances. This verse emphasizes the all-encompassing character of God's love and acceptance for all individuals regardless of their circumstances. One of the things that we develop as a result of this is the capacity to see beyond differences in culture, race, or ethnicity and to treat all individuals with compassion and fairness. In the case that we come across allegations concerning the ethnicity of Jesus, it is essential to bear in mind that the essence of his message transcends any physical appearance, providing salvation and hope to anybody who believes through his teachings. This is something that we must keep in mind. Given the declarations that the Book of Enoch makes about the ethnicity of Jesus, It is essential to examine them with caution and judgment in order to avoid any confusion or misunderstanding. The Book of Enoch is a manuscript that is both centuries ancient and fascinating. The teachings, love, and grace that Jesus bestowed upon his followers need to serve as the cornerstone of our faith. In light of the fact that the Bible itself does not provide a detailed portrayal of Jesus' physical appearance, let us make the search for truth and inclusiveness our top priority within the framework of our journey through the world of religion.
Coming weeks and months, we'll be diving deep into the stories of the Old and New Testaments, exploring their meanings, their lessons, and their relevance to our lives today. From the epic tales of creation and redemption to the intimate parables of Jesus Christ, there is so much to discover and learn from within the pages of the Bible. So, if you're ready to unlock the secrets of the scriptures and delve into the rich tapestry of biblical storytelling, I invite you to hit that subscribe button and join me on this exciting adventure. Together, we'll explore the wonders of the Bible and uncover the timeless truths that lie within the Bible vault. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.